The Stone Age refers to the oldest age of human history, when our predecessors began to utilize stone tools. It began around 3.7 million years ago and ended around 2000 BCE. Humans began smelting metal, which marked the end of the period. The Stone Age is the longest period in human history. It started around 3.7 million years ago. Prior to the Stone Age, humans lived in caves. During the Stone Age, humans merely had to gather food and defend themselves against natural predators. During the Stone Age, humans learned to cultivate. Humans hunted and gathered fruit and nuts. They learned about agriculture at the end of the Stone Age. They planted maize, wheat, and barley. Throughout the Stone Age, humans stayed warm by wearing animal skins. Anthropologists think that Homo habilis was the first to create stone tools around 2.3 million years ago. Aside from the skillful man, Homo habilis, additional hominines emerged throughout the Stone Age. After 2 million years, the advent of Homo erectus signaled a new stage in hominine development. They learned how to utilize fire to stay warm and cook. Furthermore, they were the earliest ancestors of Homo sapiens, with identical physical proportions. It was thought that they resided in Africa before moving to Europe and Asia. Archaeologists found remains of Kenyan thrums near Lake Turkana, Kenya, a human species that lived 3.3 million years ago and was thought to be the first to utilize tools. The earliest stone tools were discovered in Africa. They were dated to be around 3.4 million years old. In addition, the first man-made structure was discovered in Africa. Stone tools from beyond Africa dating back 2.12 million years have been discovered in China. Archaeologists categorize the Stone Age into 3 phases: Paleolithic, Ancient Stone Age, Mesolithic, Middle Stone Age, and Neolithic. The prefix lithic is derived from the ancient Greek word lithosol, which signifies stone or rock. During the Paleolithic period, people utilized stones to bash, beat, and scrape. Flint was extensively utilized to make stone tools. People were nomadic hunters and gatherers. They didn't have permanent settlements. The Paleolithic period may be divided into 3 eras: Lower, Middle, and Upper. The Lower Paleolithic era is divided into 3 stages: the Old One stage, which occurred around 2.6 million years ago and focused on the use of pebbles as chopping tools; the Apelean stage, which occurred around 1.7 million years ago and saw the development of cleaving tools; and the Lomachan stage, which saw the emergence of hammering tools. Stone tools developed from all-purpose tools to increasingly complicated, design-driven capabilities. Paleolithic humans created stone tools ranging from simple to complicated, from pebble tool traditions to bifacial or hand axe practices to flake tool traditions, and finally blade tool traditions. Dogs were initially domesticated in the Mesolithic age to assist humans in hunting. More improved stone tools, like as spearheads and arrows, were developed. Humans learned to fish using hooks and nets around the Middle Stone Age. During the Neolithic period, humanity improved the domestication of animals including goats, pigs, and sheep. Furthermore, they progressively developed sophisticated farming and agriculture in established communities. During this period, pottery, as well as writing and weaving techniques, made significant advances. Neolithic settlements were established. One example is the Sakara Brae, which is located in Scotland. Large structures such as ancient Jericho, Stonehenge, and the temples of Gonzo in Malta were also constructed. Stone Age humans lived in shelters built of wood, stone, or animal bones, which were then covered in clay or animal skins. Sakara Brae, a Stone Age settlement in the Orkney Islands, was discovered in 1850 and found to have beds, closets, shelves, chairs, toilets, and drainage. It was estimated to have existed approximately 3000 BCE. Hammer stones, sharp stone flakes, and stone cores were common tools throughout the early Stone Age. Around 1.76 million years ago, early humans started making acheline hand axes and other huge cutting tools. During the Middle Stone Age, pointed implements were invented. Stone awls, scrapers, and spears were some of the tools used to hunt animals and resources. During the Late Stone Age, people began using animal bones as tools, such as mammoth ivory and antler horns. Around 24,000 years ago, the Neanderthals inhabited throughout Europe and Asia. To deal with cold weather, they possessed a large nose and a noticeable ridge over their brows. Stone Age humans hunted hazardous and massive creatures like the woolly mammoth. Woolly mammoths were a common subject for Neolithic cave paintings. They went extinct at the conclusion of the Ice Age, around 10,000 years ago. Mummified mammoths have been discovered in ice blocks with entire bones and blood samples in extremely cold locations like as Canada, Alaska, and Siberia. Around 75,000 years ago, Stone Age humans began to employ shells, bones, and tusks for decorations and jewelry. Some Stone Age beliefs included communicating with animal spirits while hunting, telling stories about thunderstorms and sunrises, worshipping nature, and building megaliths or tomb boulders. The first Stone Age art was discovered during the Upper Paleolithic period, which began roughly 40,000 years ago. Around this time, art began to appear in many parts of Europe, the Near East, Asia, and Africa. The earliest known Stone Age art is from the Upper Paleolithic period, around 40,000 years ago. Chauvin, France, houses one of the most spectacular animal murals on cave walls, dating back to 31,000 BCE. Around this time, art began to emerge in parts of Europe, the Near East, Asia, and Africa. The first documented portrayal of a human in Stone Age art may be discovered in a little ivory sculpture of a female figure with exaggerated breasts and genitalia. The statue is known as the Venus of Hohlfels, after the German cave where it was discovered. It is estimated to be around 40,000 years old. These prehistoric artworks, commonly known as petroglyphs, depict scenes with animals. Some of them would have functioned as early maps, including time and distance markers, as well as pathways, rivers, landmarks, and astrological symbols. The Stone Age lasted around 2.5 million years. Smelting, or the application of heat to ore, marked the end of the Stone Age and the beginning of the Bronze Age. At the conclusion of the Stone Age, humans began to live in small groups. At the end of the Stone Age, people created enclosures by piling up circular earth walls, maybe to protect themselves and their animals, and buried their dead in gigantic earth mounds and beneath stone slabs. For more educational videos, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell.